So Deontay Wilder has gone around, naming Anthony Joshua a coward because the WBA association has basically forced him to fight Alexander Povetkin. So therefore, Deontay Wilder feels that he could call Anthony Joshua a coward. Now, he calls Anthony Joshua a coward as if he was trying to get the fight made with Anthony Joshua, and Anthony Joshua chose to fight Alexander Povetkin instead. Now, this is why he calls him a coward. Now, it's not Anthony Joshua's fault that the WBA is forcing Alexander Povetkin to fight him. And I don't believe Deontay Wilder when I see Deontay Wilder going around saying that he is trying to, really desperately trying to fight Anthony Joshua. I don't believe him, just like I don't believe Eddie Hearn. I've said this many times. I believe that these guys are just doing this to fight, to basically prolong the fight and fight later on. Not anytime soon. So I don't believe none of this bullshit. I don't believe when Deontay Wilder gets angry and he's calling this guy a coward, claiming that he's trying to get the fight made. And I also don't believe Anthony Joshua's team. Deontay Wilder's kind of a hypocrite because, he calls him a coward, but, Deontay Wilder has been cherry-picking his entire career. He's been cherry-picking his entire career. He's been fighting bums throughout his entire career. You get what I'm saying? Deontay Wilder fought Jason Gavin in his 31 professional fight. Anthony Joshua fought Jason Gavin in his, 8 professional fight. Deontay Wilder right now should be the undisputed heavyweight champion of the world, but he's not. He's not, because he was a bitch and he was ducking all these other dudes for years, and he just had that one WBC belt hostage. Okay? Deontay Wilder is one of those guys that I tried for the longest time to have respect for, but I didn't have. It was hard for me to have respect for him because of his choice of opponents. That was my only problem with Wilder. Okay? So for the longest time, when I made my channel, when I first made my original channel, I was just trashing Wilder. I was trashing him. I was calling him a coward, all types of names. Any of my OG subscribers would remember that. I used to call Wilder all types of names, and it was because of his resume. I thought his resume was absolute shit. I still do believe his resume is shit, and I've always said and maintained that Anthony Joshua has a better resume than Deontay Wilder. Deontay Wilder ducked a few guys. He ducked Brian Jennings. He ducked Vladimir Klitschko. Some people even claim he ducked Alexander Povetkin, although I don't really blame Deontay Wilder because, it was Alexander Povetkin who tested positive for drugs twice, so you can't blame Wilder for that. He did fight Luis Ortiz, which was good. Again, guys, do I agree with... I know in my previous video I said that I agreed with Deontay Wilder, but guys, I'm a troll and I'm just playing around. But do I personally believe that Anthony Joshua is a coward? No. Do I personally believe that Deontay Wilder is a coward? I don't believe any fighter is a coward, but I believe that if they know a guy's a threat, they purposely don't fight him. Okay? When it comes to Wilder, I believe he ducked Vladimir Klitschko. I also believe he ducked Brian Jennings. Some people might say he ducked every heavyweight with a post. Okay, cool. That's your opinion. Who do I think has bigger balls? Anthony Joshua or Wilder? I will say AJ has bigger balls, I believe. AJ has bigger balls because he's fought more better quality opponents early. But if you want to hear my real opinion, no, I don't think Anthony Joshua is a coward. I think Deontay Wilder is an idiot. I think Deontay Wilder says these things to try to make people get on his side. But whatever. You know what I'm saying? And that's all I have to say. It's a short video, guys. A video that I felt like making.